Once upon a time, a kind woman who was very sad that she didn't have a child went to visit a good fairy. The fairy, moved by her sadness, gave her a tiny seed and told her to plant it in her garden. And so the woman did. But she had no idea that from that moment on, her life would be filled with joy. For soon a beautiful flower bloomed, and inside the blossom sat a tiny girl, no bigger than a thumb. The woman named her Thumbelina. Thumbelina lived happily in her little cradle of a walnut shell. But one night a great ugly toad crept through the window. "Oh, what a pretty bride she will make for my son," croaked the toad. She snatched Thumbelina and carried her away to the river bank. There she placed her on a lily pad in the middle of the river and said, "You shall be my daughter-in-law, whether you like it or not." Then she hopped away. Poor Thumbelina wept. But a fish that swam by felt sorry for her and nibbled the stem of the lily pad, setting her free. The lily pad floated away, carrying her far down the stream, and there Thumbelina drifted through many adventures. She befriended butterflies and birds, and once a big beetle carried her off to his home. But when he found out that she was too different for his daughter, he threw her out. Later, a kind field mouse took her in, but she tried to marry her to a rich, blind mole who lived below ground. Thumbelina felt trapped. She longed for the sunshine and the fresh air, not a dark life below ground. One day, though, she found a swallow who had been wounded in the cold. With her help, Thumbelina nursed him back to health. And when spring came, the swallow, who had fallen in love with Thumbelina, asked her to be his wife. Together they flew over fields and forests until they reached a faraway land filled with flowers. There, Thumbelina met a tiny fairy prince, no bigger than she was. The prince was instantly charmed by her bravery and kindness. He placed a crown of petals on her head and asked her to be his queen. Thumbelina joyfully agreed. From then on, she lived among the flower people, happy and free in the sunshine. The guiding principle of this story is that kindness and courage will carry you through even the hardest of times, and that if you are true to yourself, you will eventually find where you truly belong. This story is from Denmark and was written by Hans Christian Andersen. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.